My favorite episode of The Issue has to be the Tom Allen interview. Has to be. It was my #1 favorite, and here's why.
In 1996, I was
the day before the Tom Allen interview, the interview was going to be held on a Sunday. It was going to be live at 10 a.m. with Congressman Tom Allen, who was running against Susan Collins for U.S. Senate. And the day before the interview, on a Saturday, I woke up with an intense pain. Long story short, I ended up in the emergency room that evening. I was kind of serious. I had emergency surgery. I didn't get released from the hospital till 10 that night. Was hyped up on medication, could barely walk. The next morning I wake up and I decide, you know what? I'm going to go to that interview. I don't care what's going to happen to me. I'm not going to let something as small as emergency surgery stop me from doing something that I loved. I mean, I've been planning this interview for months prior. I'm not going to let this, screw with that. I'm not going to let this mess me up. So I had my parents wheel me in a wheelchair into the studio the morning after I had emergency surgery to do the interview with Congressman Tom Allen. And let me tell you something, it was probably the best interview that I've ever done, because I was so determined to do a good job, to say, you know what, I am a dedicated member of TA-TV and a dedicated staff member, that this is something that I love to do, and I'm not going to let something happen. I'm not going to let something get in the way of that. And so I did the interview. It was a great interview, great response in the community. A lot of people watched it. And so that was my favorite interview of TA-TV. It really, for me, was probably my shining star in TA-TV. I'll never forget that experience. And I'll keep telling it to people, especially new staff members in TA-TV. If they have a complaint or they say, oh, I can't make it for anything. Do you have emergency surgery? Well, then you can still make it. So it's a great motivational tool for the new upcoming staff members of TA-TV.
Based on my efforts on the issue, I've been featured in the local media, from articles in the Journal Tribune, the Courier, and the Sun Chronicle, to even an interview on WCSH6.
We're pleased to have Justin with us tonight. That's quite the resume.
It is, it is.
I should add on there, yes, the future host of Meet the Press.
I hope so. That's the goal.
That's the goal. So tell us about TA-TV.
Well, I started back as a freshman coming into the program, and I worked my way up through the ranks, becoming the executive producer for 2 years, and now I'm station manager. And it's been a great experience to be host and producer of my weekly political forum show, The Issue. I've interviewed over 50 politicians and candidates, from Congressman Tom Allen to Maine Commissioner of Education Susan Gendron. So it's been a truly valuable experience for me, because my true passion is broadcast journalism.
We're going to be working for him very soon. How are we doing?
Yep. Great.
Aside from The Issue, I have done a number of other productions in TA-TV, from creating my own TV movie trilogy known as The Inspector, which spoofs the Pink Panther movies, several guest appearances on other TA-TV programs such as The Final Score, and co-anchor and reporter for TA-TV's news program, Academy Connections.
Youth in Politics is a program that I moderate up at the CW Channel 12. It's actually through a production company called Y&E TV. I remember getting a call back in April of 2008 from the producer of Youth in Politics asking if I would like to come on the show and redesign it and make it my own. And I said, of course, I'd be more than happy to do it, especially because it was a statewide show, which provided a better market for me than even The Issue could provide. So it was a great jumping off point. It was a great stepping stone in my career path. And so I've done about 20 episodes with Youth in Politics so far, and I'm going to continue with it as far as they'll let me. Even while I'm in college, I will continue Youth in Politics as a program. And I've interviewed Attorney General Janet Mills, Secretary of State Matthew Dunlap, a number of high-profile politicians that have come on that show, because it is a statewide show, so it is more marketable in terms of trying to get guests on. I really want to be a broadcast journalist to create positive change in my community by holding leaders accountable for their actions and inactions, what they say and what they don't say, and really to inform people about what's going on in the world around them so that they themselves can become active and engaged citizens in this democracy. I think that's vitally important for journalists to have that spark, that community service spark. That's so vitally important. The problem has been there's a lot of journalists that don't have that. I really want to bring a sense of trust and credibility back in the media industry, because for too long the media industry has dropped the ball in holding leaders accountable. We need to return to being government watchdogs. That's critically important.
Superior service to a school because of his unique vision and development of the political topic show, The Issue, for his dedication to TA-TV for 4.5 years, and for his passion and advocacy for fellow students to participate in the democratic process of their time. Congratulations.
I'd like to make the following proclamation. Whereas democracy is the foundation of our society, and where for democracy to flourish, people must be able to communicate ideas, share opinions, and get information. And whereas a healthy, democratic society is founded on an engaged, informed, and included citizenry, and whereas the primary means of information delivery and exchange today is through electronic media, and whereas Thornton Academy TA-TV is capable and dynamic station manager and reporter, as through efforts such as his weekly public affairs show, The Issue, works ceaselessly to ensure that our community is well informed, and whereas he's ably represented the youth of Maine as the first student member of the Maine State Board of Education, and now therefore I, Roland Michaud, Mayor of the City of Saco, on behalf of the City Council and the citizens of Saco, do hereby recognize and extend our deepest appreciation and thanks to Justin Chanel for all of his efforts in making Channel 3 a near source of community news and information. Justin, thank you for a job well done. Congratulations.
The Student Television Network is a national organization of 900 high school affiliates, of which Thornton is a member. All those schools have TV production, journalism programs, and each year a panel of STN judges made up of TV broadcasters, journalists, anchormen and women, and other TV news industry professionals. They pour over hundreds of audition tapes, essays, and references to find excellence in journalism and to find their annual Student Journalist of the Year. 2009, the Student Journalist of the Year, the Student Television Network, out of 900 freaking high schools. As someone whose future I know we're all excited to see unfold, a member of the class 2009, you'll never guess, Mr. Justin Chanel.
Well, it is official. The Student Television Network has named me their 2009 Student of the Year, which is a great honor not only for myself, but also for TA-TV as TA-TV's first Student Television Network award. It's at a national competition. The two runners-up are both from the same high school in Palos Verdes High School in California. A lot of times, people out west get these awards, and that's not necessarily stereotypical, but out west they have a lot more money and a lot more funding for their broadcasting programs. So you see a lot of programs out west receive these national awards. So for me, it's really about breaking through the glass ceiling for the East Coast, and even for Maine. This is the first award from Maine for the Student Television Network. So I really feel proud of that, and I really want to share this award not only with myself and my family, but also TA-TV. This is about TA-TV. This award really is the culmination of all my work. It really validates for me that I've done a good job, and that's not necessarily selfish. But you hear in the community that you do a great job on TV, Justin. Oh, you're really great, and you hear that locally, and you think, oh, that's nice. But then when professional journalists and a national organization like the Student Television Network honors you with an award like this, it really validates for you what you're doing. And it really validated for me that this is what I need to be doing for the rest of my life. And I really feel proud of that. And if it wasn't for TA-TV, I would never have these opportunities. So TA-TV was really a jumping off point. It was really a platform for me to start my broadcast journalism career path. And you know, I wish TATV the best of luck in the future. I hope the issue continues. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of that. And you'll be watching that. So I really am thankful for what I've been given so far, and I hope it will continue, and I hope people support me in the future.